Hello everyone, happy Saturday. So I've been cleaning up my studio this afternoon, but I'm doing I decided to come on and do a little card. So I'm making some masculine themed birthday cards. So I thought I would come on and show you what I'm doing. So this is what I'm not going to do this one today, but these are some cards that I made yesterday. And if you purchase this cling stamp set with the celebration, unfortunately you can't buy it now. But that's why I'm not doing the demo on it. But anyway, so these are some cards. I wanted to do something to have some cards, and so anyway, they're kind of fun to do. And I'm kind of in love with this color right now, this brownish color. So, but doing these, so they're kind of fun. Anyway, just wanted to show those to you. And along those themes, I realized that there were some things that I working my way through stamp sets, and I realized the other day that I haven't used this stamp set very much at all. I don't think the waterfront one, and it's in the catalog, the new catalog. And Mountaineer I bought to make a card for a friend whose nephew is a rock climber. So I bought this for the background. So I thought, well, today I'll make some cards. So I was up early in the morning, about 5:30 this morning I woke up. So I thought, okay, we'll do that. So anyway, this one's Mountaineer. And we'll lose a little bit from the waterfront. These little trees, and maybe a little piece of this land here. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so my little cheat sheet I have here. Is this okay? Let's make sure it's not moving on me. Okay. Anyway, so basically, this is one of the little things that I was playing around with. And I will tell you that when I do my paper, I usually, because I'm stamping stuff and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this on the fly. So this paper got smaller and smaller because when I made a little mistake or something, I just would make the paper smaller. So for the purpose of the cards, I'm cutting the stock to this size, but when I originally made them, they were 5 1/4 by 4. So anyway, they've shrunk a little bit, but kind of like them this way. But anyway, I was trying this color out. This is Pool Party, and so I was trying this color out to see if I would like it. So what I'm going to use this color combination for our demo, for our tutorial. So I'll set that aside, but I'll show you what I did. So I like that I'm only using one ink, so I'm using Crumb Cake, and this is very vanilla cardstock here. And this is Crumb Cake stamped on here, and then this is espresso, I think, the paper, and then this is a Crumb Cake gingham print, which I had. And then of course this is that lovely brown that I like. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's in the neutrals. I'm really in love with the neutrals and the subtles. So anyway, but I typically don't put a card inside until I'm getting ready to use it. So normally I would put another very vanilla on here, and so you could do your sentiment. But anyway, so that's one we're gonna do, and then that's gonna be card number 1 actually. And I had to separate them because they're just a little different. This one's gonna be card number 2, and you'll see I did them in these colors. But see, I put the little clouds in, and then this is an embossing folder, and so this is also making use of that. So that's card number 2 that we're gonna do. And then this is card number 3. And there you can see they're all very similar, but they're all different. They're similar, but different. So I think you'll agree that these are manly cards, but you could set them to anybody. But anyway, I was trying to make some cards so I kind of like these sets. I'm excited that I'm actually getting to do something with them. So anyway, let's see. We'll start now with card number 1. And so I'll go over these things on my cheat sheet with you. So we're going to make 3 cards, and the ink that we're going to use is Pool Party here. We're going to use Pool Party, and we're going to use the cardstock that we're going to use as actually Pool Party as well. so that's that. And the pool party is from the Subtle collection, and it's item number 122924. So we're going to cut 3 card bases, and their bases are going to be 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score them at 4 1/4. I call this my normal card because this is what I do, my standard card. And so, and then we're going to, out of those card bases, I'm going to cut 2 out of Smoky Slate and 1 out of Basic Gray. And so you could do it however you want, but I'm doing 2 out of Smoky Slate and 1 out of Basic Gray. Basic Gray is the darker color. For card number 1, we're going to cut Pool Party at 4.5 by 3 1/4. Let me see. This is the card we're making. I like to put everything in a little plastic bag. That way makes it a little better for me when I'm trying to show you guys stuff. And I don't have to scrounge around. So anyway, so this is the card base. I've already cut it. And again, that will be 4.5 by 3 1/4. And we're going to use Designer Series paper. It's a Pool Party, and it's a gingham, and I spelled gingham wrong there. I know I did that. But anyway, it comes in a 6 by 6. So on one side it has the triangles, which are kind of the stitched triangles, but I'm going to use the gingham today because I like the way that it looks. So anyway, so this is that's going to be 5 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch. That's that. So that piece is going to go on the card. Okay, so let's see. And then this is the piece that is 4.5 by 3 1/4. So this is where we're going to do our stamping. And then for the label, I use the classic label punch, which is here. And I've already cut it out and stamped it to save time. And I even went ahead and put the dimensionals on it, so they'll save a little time because we're going to take time to do that. Okay, so I'll put this to the side right now. And my clean pad is here, but not for long because I'm going to mess it up in a moment. Okay, so take this out and let me use this. So I've already got the mountain. You can see there's 2 sides to it. One is smooth and one is kind of got grains in it. So you could stamp, like if you wanted to stamp a mountains further away, you could stamp them without this. Stamp the other side, and then it would add more depth to it. And then, but I'm choosing to just do 1 mountain range today for the sake of this card. So let's see this here. You can still see it. Okay, and then it's a big stamp, so I prefer to stamp it this way. I can see the ink and make sure I got it covered. Although you can't really see the ink on there because it's so light. Okay, so then I'm just going to put my paper here, and you consider it or however you want. It doesn't really matter, whatever you want to do. It's kind of fun. And you'll see that I have the trees on the other side because I went ahead and put the trees over here, which is going to be my next stamp. See, that's cool. So that's that. And then clean off the stamp here, and we'll go ahead and do the tree part. So here's the trees, tree line, and again, you can turn this over and get a smooth tree line. So as a and so then you could do like different foregrounds, backgrounds, all that. But I'm again using the textured side today in this card, and you can see this is how I've done it here. I was playing around. It was really early, but I was playing around. I'm like, okay. So I threw a few things away before I ever actually got the hang of doing it, because even though I like to create stuff, and usually on a blank canvas, getting used to using these is a little different. But I like it. It's fun. I just had to make myself do it because I was just like, do I really feel like building a landscape? And anyway, so you can see I got messy already. This looks kind of cool. And then let's see. Now you can leave it that way if you want to, and not do anything else with it. If you want this area down here to be just played. But what I'm gonna do is stamp some trees on it. And so let me find my trees. Let's see. I have two different kinds of trees. So they have these really tall trees that go with the set. The Mountaineers that you can see, they kind of look like that. So these are two-step too. So you could do this in a color and do this over. So you could do it that way. I'm choosing not to do that today. I'm not even going to use these on this particular card because I'm using them elsewhere. I'm going to use this one, which comes from the other set. Which comes from here on the waterfront. These pine trees right here. So anyway, but you know, you could put water here. There's lots of different things you could do with it. I was just playing with it. And actually on this card, you see I have a little bit of land here. Maybe I'll put that in first. Because it was at a different location. I told you this card used to be bigger. Before it was the full size. Okay, so just got to be shorter. So I was gonna do like a little water area, like a little lake or something, but I decided not to. Okay, so that's that. It's kind of fun building a forest. Okay, so I like the interest of just taking it off the edge a little bit. That cool. And then let's see, we'll do it over here the same way. And then I'm going to stamp off and do some back here. Doesn't really show up very much, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just because it might show up a little more when it dries. Okay, and then I'm going to add a couple more trees in here. Okay, I think I'm going to stop with that, but see how that is? Kind of cool. Okay, so enough with that one. So now we'll assemble the card. So I'm using the gray, what's a granite, something another, what do they call it? Smoky slate. Yeah, so this is a smoky slate. So I'm going to put that on here, but first I'm going to put this little piece on, I think. Yeah, so today I'm going to use, where is it? My glue. I like to use the top bow when I can. So let's see. I'm excited because today or tomorrow I'm going to have my web page. I'm going to do an announcement for my web page. It's finally I did enough stuff on it. I was trying to do some blog posts and stuff, and so I stayed up late last night and did that. Okay, so then this kind of looks like a little bit like a frame, and I don't know, I just kind of liked it that way, so I was playing with it, and I was trying to decide. Well, I had this color that I was going to put with the green, and then I decided, I think it's Tranquil Tide or Tranquil something, and but it's no longer a stock item, so it's been cleared out. And I love the color, and it looks really good with this color green, with the pool party green. But I didn't want to tease you guys with a product that you can't buy, so I elected to use the gray, and I like the way the gray looks. What do you think? Kind of cool. Okay, so now we just have to put our birthday on. So for those who haven't seen them, these are dimensionals. So they come in two sizes, and this one is the smallest size, which comes in handy. It doesn't, if you only have the large ones, not a big deal. You've got snips, so you can cut those into any size you want. And then this one, I just eyeball it. You know, I'm tempted to count, but I was like, you know what, Tony, just don't do it. Just center it with your eyeballs. So that's what I'm doing. Centering it with my eyeballs. Cool. Okay. So that one is done. The only thing we need to do, if you wanted to make this card finished, is to put another clear piece in there. Unless you think you could just write over this, but you probably could write on it. Anyway, so that one's done. Number 1 is done. I'll put that one over here. And then we'll do number 2. Okay, card 2 is just slightly different, but I used an embossing folder. And if you haven't seen this embossing folder, it is in the new book too. It's called the Coastal Weave, and it looks kind of really cool, very masculine looking. I love it. I used it last week when I was making my I was making my little beach bags. If you haven't watched that one yet, I made little beach bags last week, and I used the embossing folder for that. You emboss you stamp your design on first, then emboss it. But anyway, that was last week. So let's see, card number 2, and I decided to use the basic gray for. I already went ahead and embossed it because I didn't want to make a whole lot of noise with that. So anyway, so I embossed it already. And so all we have to do now is build this one. Here's the card. And this is what we're doing. Okay, so this one, we're gonna have clouds. Let's see, put this up here so you can see it. Can you see it? Where is it? Yep. Still getting used to this whole thing with a camera. Okay, let's see, did I do that? I don't know if I did. Okay, there's the pool party. So first thing I'm gonna do is put the clouds in. And so you could tell from looking at this that these ones are stamped off, so they're a little bit lighter. And I'll put that there so you can see it. But it probably won't turn out exactly the same just because I rarely do anything. Even if I try, really don't do it the same every time. Okay, then here, then maybe here, and then we'll stamp off and do a cloud up here. It's not really showing up very much, is it? And one here. Yeah, they're not really showing up very much. So I can do it again. Oh well, it's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once the mountains are in, it's getting ready to be a clear day. Okay, so now we'll pull our mountains out and then put those on first. It's hard to tell you. It's hard to tell you even have color out here. But isn't that beautiful, the detail? Our stamps have incredible detail in them. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see through the trees. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, there we go. And I do something kind of funny with this one. So when I stamp the trees, I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go with the trees. Very light for some reason. Okay, so right here. I try not to get them so close that they overlap, and then here's what I do. You see all this little stuff here? Well, what I do is I do this again, right? Put this again on here. And then, oops, make it a mess. And then, because I really want this to extend, so that I just have to be careful that I don't get the mountains in. And the trees in. It's kind of funny. But I did, see? So I just turned it around. Isn't that cool? So you get the foreground, it looks bigger. But when I made this earlier, I was a little close, so I had these little parts of trees. So that's how this got smaller. I just cut it off. See, you have a paper cutter, you could do amazing things. But anyway, I like the one color. It's just really fun. When I tried, I think the reason I really wasn't so keen on this set was because I was trying to do like all different colors on here, and I just was like getting whacked out. I didn't like the way all the different colors look, but I kind of really like the one color. I like that better, which is why I like the brown so much, because I just like the one color, which is the background. But this kind of brings a little bit of texture in. So anyway, so here we go. This one, you just put on, just glue it on. Is that cool? I love that little big, beautiful road. Could never get enough of it. So, and you could put it on the other way too. You know, you could wear, I mean, you could put it backwards, put this on so that it's not, see on this side, there is a right or a wrong side to this, so this is the right side. Let's see, I can put this in. Okay, I love this color. I really am in love with the neutrals and the subtles. And I like the bright colors, but I just like, I like the textures and the subtle shades. That speaks to me more at that. I was playing with color, but isn't that beautiful? I love the way the pool party looks on that. Anyway, that's my thing. Maybe I've had too much coffee today. I don't know. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to upload this one to my new webpage. And I'm excited about that because it's going to be so much nicer than, I mean, I have my little page now that I use for the company, but this one will have a lot more capability than what I'm currently by DBWS right now, where you could go and place orders with me, but this one will have a lot more stuff on it, so it'll be fun. Anyway, so again, here's our happy birthday. I debated what color to make this happy birthday, but I think I did a good choice. But you know, you could choose whatever color you want. And you could do this, you know, you could do this in feminine colors. It'd be pretty. You could do it in pink, or, you know, I dare say it would be pretty in any color that you want to do. So, and then I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put this, but I decided that I kind of like it. So it looks like it's part of this, and it just kind of flows down. So anyway, of course you could put a bow on it if you want to. I just don't usually do that for guy cards. Isn't that pretty? I really like the way this turned out. So here's so you have two versions of it actually. This one is brown and it's the grays in the pool party. Really pretty. Okay, so that's 2 out of 3. And let's see, the last one. So that's this one with the gig of, which I kind of like. So 3 different but similar cards. So it'll be nice. You could put these in your card box for whatever you have a guy's birthday, or you could use it for Father's Day if you so choose. You just put the sentiment on you like. And do that. Here's card number 3. Here is the pool party ink. And there it is. Okay. So I'll set this aside for the movement so I don't get any ink on it. And then this one, just do the mountains and the trees. Very similar to the other one. Similar. Does this make you want to buy this set? You know, it's cool, isn't it? And especially if you live in the mountains or want to live near the mountains, or you just have friends who live in the mountains. I've lived in the mountains. It's really pretty. But I like the solitude of it. I just really like being close to the water. Even though I don't go to the beach that much, I like knowing it's there and I can go there. And so it's like 7 or 8 hours from Asheville down here. So it's just like with the dogs and everything. There's no way we could just, you know, we never could get down here. It was hard enough when we were buying a house to get down here, but okay. So I'm doing the trees again, and I'm gonna do it. Let's see if it looks the same. Okay. I try to separate it a little bit. I tried doing it like right closer to the mountains, and so I put a little bit of a gap in there. But let me see. You can see that. Yep. So I put a little bit of a gap in there because I like that better. So I'm not going to do that thing there like I did on the other card, but I'm just going to do some different trees this time. Let's see. I'll try these trees. They're really long, kind of scraggly looking, but they're kind of hard to put down in the foreground, so I kind of have to make up smaller trees like that. Make up smaller, because otherwise they take up so much room. Okay, there's that. Then I'll do some over here. Kind of fun to play with. But I don't think I would like it as much with different colors. I kind of like it just having one color. Like I said before, I repeat myself. Okay, so that these little funky trees. They're like happy little trees. So I'm going to put those down low like they're little baby trees. Okay, then over here I'll do some more baby trees. Look, I got trees out here. Wasn't that fun? I know you're going to want to drag out your sets now or place an order for this set. I'm telling you, I had fun with it. I got my pre-order yesterday, but I haven't opened the box because I just know that once I open the box, that's it. I'm going to be doing nothing else for a day. So there's some other stuff I wanted to do. So I wanted to make some different cards that are in the card catalog. And so, and things that I didn't feel like I'd really spent enough time on. Okay, so this one basically, I'll go back to number 3 and give you those dimensions again. But for card number 3, it's you cut this part to 4 and 5 1/4. Okay, so it's basically the same size as you would cut to put on a card front that you're going to decorate. So it's basically that. And then this pool party part is 3 inches by 4 3/4. So that's that one. So I'm going to glue this on. And you could use this side if you wanted to. I just kind of like the gingham side. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of those because I've been using a lot of that paper. Hopefully they'll have something. Because it's just, I really like having these little 6x6 DSP stuff. Okay, so center this, see if I can get this where I want it. Oh, you slipped on me, didn't you? See if I could. Good thing I went memento. I mean on Tombow. Otherwise I'd be screwed right now. Okay, so that's that, and then this one I'm going to put up like here. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Hope you guys will enjoy this. And you could leave me some comments. Tell me what you'd like me to do a tutorial on. And I will oblige you. I love doing these things. So much fun. That's pretty centered. I think it is. Good thing about this is you kind of have lines that you can line it up to. As long as you get your paper straight. Kind of cool, huh? Pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Would you like to get that card? I wouldn't mind getting that card. Definitely gonna send it. It would make a pretty sympathy card too. Birthday, anniversary. What do you think? Or if you were gonna take your boyfriend or girlfriend to the mountains, you could do this card and make it a surprise. Eventually, we'll be able to get back out, do things like that. Happy birthday! Okay, so I'll put them all 3 here so you can see them all again. So this is all 3 of them. So they're similar but different. Listen, thank you so much for joining me once again. A happy Saturday and the rest of your weekend. I hope is blessed. God bless you, and thanks for joining in, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.